Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome to the Rocky Road Show, starring your host, me, Rocky Rocket. This is a show that was created to promote independent music artists and the people who support those independent music artists. Today's special host is me. Okay, y'all. No, seriously though. I was supposed to have a guest today and it didn't work out. Lord Jesus, y'all, my light. That means I'm doing good. That means I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, right? Okay, so I was supposed to have a guest tonight, and my guest unfortunately couldn't make it. Um, and I am I decided that tonight I would just talk to you guys. Right? This is gonna be kind of a different layout, right? So I'm trying something different here. And this all came after a conversation that I had with Kay, uh, Miss CEO. I'm sorry, Buttons. I don't mean to call you by your government. Uh, but yeah, like I had a conversation with Buttons, and you guys know Buttons as the owner of Grind City Media, a Gemini and a very inspirational individual who I had the pleasure of meeting and being inspired by here in this music industry. And guys, I take my advice from OGs in the game, and I really take it seriously. It's investing that time into me, imparting her wisdom. It's all kind of shenanigans going on tonight. It really is. Imparting her wisdom into me and really just taking the time out of her incredibly busy schedule to put me up on game and really bless me with some wisdom. I definitely appreciate it. And to show my appreciation, I'm going to, in turn, open up to you guys a little bit, right? This industry is hard, right? It's hard to support artists. It's amazing how many people I get asked to manage, a lot. And I think I've said this before in my videos on my Instagram, which, by the way, guys, if you're not following me yet, follow me at official Rocky Rocket on IG. On Facebook, Rocky Rocket. I have a public page, and I mean, they're both kind of public pages. And I don't really tweet very much, but I'm on there too, Rocky Rocket, or Dat Rocky Rocket, DAT, Rocky Rocket. And Rocket is spelled with two T's, y'all. So anyway, I I've been in the industry for actually not that long. I mean, about 6, close to 7 years. And I've just had such a passion for it. I didn't think that it was fair to show, to actually reward negativity in the music industry and highlight that, which, you know, media does a lot of. I've done a number of roles. I mean, I've been a blogger trying to write with no degree, school. I have been a promoter for a few different clubs working within the industry on that aspect. I've been a booking manager, uh, actually booking manager, playing all kinds of roles within that, social media manager, project manager, artist manager. Yeah, I think I said that already, but yeah, like it's just been sometimes a little bit difficult. And here's the thing, guys. I get asked, as I said, a lot to manage people. And I'm going to say it is the hardest thing in the world to manage people who can't manage themselves. I'm going to say that again. It's been so hard trying to manage people who can't manage themselves. Like seriously, how are you going to ask for a manager? Okay, let me back up a little bit. Okay. I look at management as a marriage, right? When I marry you, I'm getting everything. I'm getting your bills, I'm getting your habits, the good and the bad habits. I'm getting your children. I'm getting now. This is gonna sound weird, but go with me. But I'm getting your wife, your significant other. Okay, we're just one big happy family, and I look at management as that. It's an investment of myself. When I manage someone, I am managing your soul in a sense. I am managing your heart that you're pouring out into your music. I'm managing your life. And if you, artist, aren't already managing all of that well yourself, then what do you need a manager for? To waste their time, to break my heart, to have me do a whole bunch of work and then come to find out that your wife isn't cool with you working with a female manager, or you don't actually have time or the energy to even get in the studio. Like y'all, heartbreak, right? It's a thing. And managing people is so very serious. And for people to ask me and be like, Rocky, why don't you manage me? Because, like, are you gonna ask me to marry you and we've only been seeing each other for like a couple of months? I know nothing about you. Yeah, I don't care. You could be an amazing music artist. In fact, you could be one of the best, clearly making a lot of money. But if we don't align, we're going to completely miss each other. Completely miss each other. And that's been something that management of artists have really taught me a lot about management. I need to know who I'm marrying. And when I tell y'all, this epiphany didn't come overnight for me. I had to learn the hard way. I had to rent a car for an artist and have them crash it because they were on drugs. You know, have that shit go on my credit. I had to put myself out there harder than the artist was doing the work, and sometimes feeling like an assistant in order to realize that I was doing more of the work than the artist is, when really you can't have that. So like, all of this comes from life experience. And when I tell y'all, I'm rocky for a reason. Very hard exterior, very soft interior. Like, it's really, really difficult when an artist doesn't know themselves and wants other people to support them on their mission to try to get the world to recognize who you are. It's a lot of soul searching that music artists have to do before they can even create a team. I mean, a hit is a hit, okay? We know that a hit is a hit. Granted, right? We've seen one hit wonders come floating through the game, and we've seen them gain momentum, explode out of nowhere, and then 2 years later it's like, oh yeah, I do remember that song, right? Those happenings happen in the music industry, but staying power comes with self-realization of who you are. And what does that mean exactly? Self-realization. Like, you could probably be like, well, yeah, I mean, I know myself. I know who I am. I know what I stand for. But do you know what you don't stand for? Are you willing to stand on that? Are you willing to put that out there, even if it costs you fans, even if it costs you relationships, even if it costs you ties with so-called bigger people in the game? These are all things that self-actualization and self-realization will do for a music artist. So, like I said, the reason why I am putting this out there today is because I have run across a lot of artists who want me as a trophy, are willing to buy me as a trophy, but really know nothing about me, and even more so, nothing about themselves and why they need me to be a part of their team, and nothing about what I do exactly. They're just Climbing other people. Oh, I see she manages such and such. Oh, I need her on my team. And what really hurts even more than that is all of the people who are around you who you've looked over to try to get me on your team. When you really don't even know who I am, you might only know who I manage. So the whole, my whole topic here tonight is learn to manage yourself before you ask for management. What does that mean? If you know yourself, I just went over that part. So definitely know yourself. What's your situation? What's your family like? What are you seeing someone? And I'm not asking that as a flirting comment. I'm asking that because that's a very relevant question. Is she supportive of your career? Because I don't manage in silence. If I'm going hard for you, I'm going hard for you. And if your girlfriend, wife, or whatnot is not on board, then unfortunately, that's my son in the back, y'all. Trust me. Yeah. All day, all day. So if your family is not on board with what we're working on, first of all, take away the fact that I'm a female in the music industry. Let's just keep it on the fact that she might not want you to be an artist. That is a problem already. If she doesn't want you to be an artist and I'm coming on board, of course, she's going to be not supportive in any type of way possible. Bringing me into this situation is very selfish. And very confusing for me, and really would right out the gate put a very bad taste in my mouth, because I ain't nobody's side piece in this industry. Okay, so I have a man, my fiance. He is also a music artist, and yes, I manage him. So ain't nothing going on. Okay, I am not nobody's side piece, but I'm also not willing to be your management secret. We are going to be loud and proud about your real life on your page. So I say all that to say that if you don't have your home life tight, what why are you bringing anybody into that situation? Clearly, you need to figure that out before you bring in a teammate or a team member or anybody who is going to be investing their time into you. Obviously, if you are in a situation where your partner is not supporting your career choice, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I ain't saying you should leave. I damn sure ain't saying you should stay. But I am saying that you need to figure that out before you bring somebody else into that mess, because the whole point of you building this team is to have everyone on one accord. And when you have the person you lay in bed with at night holding resentment and animosity over the fact that you're doing this at all, then of course everything is going to be a problem. So gotta have that tight. All right. And then finances. Lord Jesus. I don't know why I didn't put this as number one. I'm not saying you got to be rich. I'm saying that you got to be creative and you have to be determined. Knowing what to spend money on is one of the hardest things that I've seen music artists deal with in the music industry. It's hard to know who to trust. It's hard to know who to break bread with. It's some snakes out here, y'all. On some real shit. It really is. And you're watching this, you know it. You know it. But at the same time, there are good people out here who deserve to be paid what they are asking, because they do what they're supposed to do. They handle their business and they have a good reputation. They've earned that. They've earned their pay. Haggling over how much they're asking is a quick, surefire way to get on the block list, for one. And for two, to really ruin your relationships with the people who recommended those people to you. Key example, if you have a manager, let's say I'm managing you. And I recommend, you say you need a PR. And I say, oh yeah, I know this chick. Oh man, she's the best. She could get you on anything. We just gotta come up with our story. And I'm letting you know right out the gate, she's not cheap, but she also is worth it. So when you're ready to make that move, oh wait, you're ready to make that move? Okay, all right, cool. I'll call her up right now. And then I hear that you on the back end were giving her grief about how much she charges and asking her a whole bunch of questions and making her feel some kind of way. Nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that at all. Not even a little bit. It messes up my relationship with that person, because then they start feeling some kind of way about the people who I recommend to them, even though you could be a one-off. You still will be one reason why she'll be a little slower to take my calls, a little slower to help the next artist that I recommend to her. So, guys, I feel like this was a good talk, even though it was just me talking to y'all tonight. I'm going to let y'all know that I am really, truly grateful to be surrounded with so many incredible, inspiring individuals who really have a passion for this music industry and want to see the artists that they believe in make it Some of us, actually all of us, have our favorites, but we believe in talent. Talent over everything. Everything else can be taught, but talent, the ability to be charismatic and be able to go from A to Z, to give back when they're blessed to their team, that's hard to come by. So when we find those individuals, they stick to us like glue. And so if you're watching this tonight, I just want to tell you that if you are one of those individuals, my bets are that you already are surrounded with people who believe in you, who love you, who want to see you succeed. And succeeding is all about investing into those people, investing into those relationships, as well as learning to invest into yourself and learn to manage yourself as an artist before you ask someone else to step into your mess. You should know where the bodies are hidden yourself. You should know where your flaws are. And don't say you don't have any, because every artist has flaws. You need to know where all of that is so that you can find those qualities in people and they can help you with those things that you need help with. Because, so maybe social media is your thing. Maybe interviewing isn't. Maybe you need a publicist. But either way goes, like I said, very grateful for all of you watching. I'm so grateful for Grind City Media. I am eternally grateful for my crowded streaming team, 4500, Kingly C, and Keith. Very grateful for everyone who I've come across in the industry. And School of Rocky, guys. Turning a new chapter, trying some new things out, trying to hit some goals before New Year's. So, this whole pandemic thing, it ain't going away. So I'm going to continue to work through it, continue to build through it, continue to nurture these relationships, and just continue to meet and interview and get stories from these really dope artists. Because I feel like there's a lot of people out here who don't know, who need to know who these people are. Download crowded streaming, guys. Download Why do you download crowded streaming? Download crowded streaming. Download crowded streaming. Support all of the artists on the apps. Keith, well, a feature was added where you can now rate your favorite artists. So please go support, go show some love. It's free to download, free to upload your music. You can send your music in to crowdedmusicshare@gmail.com. Tell them Rocky sent you and request your interview to be on the Rocky Road Show. So I won't be interviewing myself next time, of course. Anyway, guys, School of Rocky, all the way from Houston, Texas. Love y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Have a great night.